Dana White, the president of the UFC, isn't just known for transforming MMA into a global phenomenon. He also lives like a real-life boss out of a Billionaire action movie. From illegal weapons wrapped in cash to million-dollar blackjack wins, Dana's lifestyle is as outrageous as it gets. Let's start with one of the weirdest things in his collection, a Soviet-era AK-47, but not just any AK, it's wrapped in $100 bills. The magazine is exposed, and each bullet is filled with things like mock illegal substances, gold flakes, blood oil, and even tiny diamonds. It's meant to be art, symbolizing the evolution of power and money through the ages. Dana paid $25,000 for it, but let's be honest, it's just cool and chaotic. Exactly his style. He's also obsessed with ancient samurai culture. Dana spent $12,000 on an authentic 16th century suit of Japanese armor, something so rare you need clearance just to see it, and that wasn't enough. He went on Pawn Stars and liquidated their entire katana collection, walking out with 9 blades, including 2 real-deal samurai katanas from the 1600s. One sword even belonged to a samurai lord over 500 years ago. Total price, $69,000. He basically turned his office into a museum of medieval violence, and that museum has another wing for sneakers. Dana is a certified sneakerhead. His office looks like a StockX vault. He owns Bart Simpson Dunks, 7-Eleven Dunks, Chinese New Year Jordans, UFC exclusives, and even House of Pain Jordans made just for him. But his favorite pair, the ultra-rare Travis Scott bandana print shoes, valued at $10,000. You've got a better chance seeing Dana in the octagon than seeing him wear those. He rarely wears any of his shoes. Some, like the Grateful Dead Dunks, sit untouched, worth $12,000. But one pair does see daylight, the Dior X Air Jordan ones. Those cost a jaw-dropping $116,000. That's more than some people's entire wardrobes. He reportedly spent over $100,000 just on shoes last year alone. And get this, his shoe room? It's climate controlled. That's right, Dana has air conditioning just for his sneakers. But when he's not flexing footwear, Dana's flying past everyone on motorcycles. He owns a custom UFC-themed Ducati 999R with a top speed of 170 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds. That one set him back $23,000. Harley Davidson once gifted him a $25,000 custom chopper in exchange for a UFC sponsorship, but his need for speed didn't stop there. His MV Augusta F4, one of the fastest street bikes in the world, hits 194 miles per hour and cost him $34,000. And his car game, even more ridiculous. Let's rewind to one of his most iconic purchases, a smart car. Dana got drunk and dropped $112,000 on what is basically a luxury tin can, just for laughs. But he balances the absurd with taste. His vintage muscle car collection includes a 1969 Chevy Camaro, a 1971 Plymouth Barracuda custom built by Chip Foose, and a 1969 Ford Bronco. Those 3 cost him $228,000. He added a Bentley for $72,000 and got gifted a 2024 BMW 7 Series worth $97,000, complete with auto-opening doors, touchscreen control panels, and a rear seat theater setup. That gift came from a 21-year-old influencer after Dana got a $500,000 gift from Steve Will Duet. Imagine being so rich your friends casually hand you BMWs like birthday cards. But Dana didn't stop there. For family rides, he bought an $80,000 Range Rover and a $123,000 Cadillac Escalade ESV. For his son's Sweet 16, he went off. Dana gifted him a $125,000 BMW M6, then kept another one for himself. Not to play favorites, he also bought his other son a $180,000 Land Rover Defender V8 70th edition. Only 150 were ever made, and Dana still had to have the flashiest car in the family, a $300,000 Maybach van, fully wrapped in Howlerhead whiskey branding, the liquor brand he owns. His entire car collection feels like an AI-generated fantasy garage, and it keeps growing. But cars aren't even the most outrageous part of his spending. Then there's the gambling. Dana doesn't gamble casually, he gambles aggressively. He'll walk into a Vegas casino with $75,000 and leave with $150,000. On a lucky night, he'll bet on things like Formula One and turn $10,000 into $500,000. He once went on a 24-0 blackjack streak and won $2 million. The Palms Casino banned him because he couldn't stop winning. As a parting gift, they gave him a custom championship belt, but Vegas giveth and taketh. He once lost $1 million betting on boxer Jermaine Taylor. Worse? One night at the Rio Hotel, he got blackout drunk and thought he lost $80,000. The next day, he found out the real number, $3.2 million gone. Since then, Dana swore off drinking while gambling, but he never stopped gambling. He also once dropped $200,000 on a single spin of roulette, just for fun. That's the kind of move only someone with Dana White money could justify. So where does all this insane money come from? It starts with real estate and ends with the UFC. Dana's smallest home is the 9,500 square feet. Ultimate Fighter Mansion, built for UFC reality show filming. It features 9 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, luxury Roman-style murals, a movie theater, pool tables, and a waterfall jacuzzi setup that looks like it belongs at Caesar's Palace. Price tag, $5 million. But that's just the appetizer. Dana's true empire lies in Vegas. He bought a mansion in 2006 and got tired of noise complaints. So instead of turning it down, he bought every single house around him. He now owns a Vegas compound worth $17.7 million and spanning over 17,000 square feet. Inside, a full UFC gym with grappling mats, boxing equipment, and even an infrared recovery bed. There's a spa room, a Pilates studio, a Celtics branded basketball court, a foosball and arcade game room, and a resort-style backyard with a saltwater pool, sun lounges, and a built-in chef's kitchen and bar. The total build, $7.8 million. It's like living in a luxury hotel built for warriors. And when land isn't enough, Dana goes airborne. His $90 million Bombardier private jet is an absolute fortress of luxury. It's decked out with leather recliners, LED mood lighting, a conference room, high-speed Wi-Fi, widescreen TVs, and a surround sound system. Dana once fell asleep on the plane next to Mike Tyson and woke up to Tyson goofing off with him. Typical Dana moment. He also uses his jet like most people use Uber. Whether it's flying to international fights, private meetings, or vacations, Dana's jet is practically his second home. But the crown jewel of it all? The UFC itself. Back in 2001, Dana and his business partners bought the UFC for just $2 million. At the time, it was a struggling fight league with no audience and zero structure. Fast forward to 2016, and they sold it for over $4 billion. The biggest sports sale in history. Dana walked away with $360 million and still holds 9% of the company, earning him an additional $20 million per year in salary. And with UFC's continued global expansion into Saudi Arabia, Asia, Europe, and beyond, Dana's wealth just keeps compounding. It's not just a business, it's his legacy. That's how you go from broke gym rat to building a billion-dollar empire and buying your son a $125,000 BMW for passing math class. So yeah, Dana White doesn't just live in the fast lane. He built the road, bought the cars, and owns the toll booths too. And if you think this is as crazy as it gets, trust me, there's always a next level when you're living the Dana White lifestyle.